Good morning, everyone. This is Paula from Possum Digital, and today what I want to have a quick chat with you about is one of the questions that I most get asked about when it comes to content. So we all know that if we've got social media that we use to promote our business, so whether it's Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or any of those channels, even if you have a YouTube channel or even if you have your own website or podcast or wherever you are promoting content and promoting your business or promoting your organization, there's a real, there's a real confusion around, well, what can I actually post and where can I post it? So I've written this blog or I've created this video or I've created this podcast and either no one's seeing it or I'm finding I'm having to keep on producing content. So writing more blogs, recording more podcasts, shooting more videos, creating more Facebook Lives like this one here right now. All of that is true. Yes, you do have to create content to promote your business, but that doesn't mean that you have to produce lots and lots and lots of content. So if you have not heard of this phrase or heard of this word, the word I want to talk to you about today, it's called repurposing. So it's all around taking a piece of content that you've got. So let's use this Facebook Live as an example, and then putting it onto another channel so that you can actually extend your reach and extend where you're actually promoting this. So every Facebook Live that I do here on this page, so if you've seen me on a Wednesday morning or a Friday morning, when I complete this Facebook Live, what I do is I download the video from Facebook. I then go to my YouTube channel, upload the video into YouTube, take that link and promote it across other channels. So not only do I get to talk to people here on Facebook, but I also get to, this is a piece of created content. I actually get to show this content across other channels and use it for other purposes. So if you take the example of, say, a blog, I write a weekly blog on my Possum Digital website, so you're welcome to go and have a look there and see the latest blogs there. But that's more a written piece of content. So what can you do to, I guess, kind of repurpose that piece of content? If you're writing a blog, say between 400 and 600 words, yes, you do want to post it to social media, but you don't want to just post it once and leave it there. If you're using, say, Twitter as a way to promote your business or your organization, or using LinkedIn, promoting it more than once. So doing, say, 2 to 3 tweets to drive traffic to that particular post, or promoting it on LinkedIn and doing a few posts around that. But taking that blog, and what are the 2 or 3 things that you can say? Hello, Ron. Good to see you. What are the 2 or 3 things that you can say about that blog that are different? So yes, you're going to have 2 or 3 tweets or 2 or 3 LinkedIn posts or even some Facebook posts. They're going to still drive to the same blog, but the way that you introduce it could be different, so that you capture the imagination or the attention of different key parts of your audience. So that's really important as well. But the cool thing about blogs, there's a piece of software that I use called Lumen 5. So that is spelled Lumen 5. And what that does is it actually takes your blogs and creates videos out of them. So we know that video content is king or queen. But what's really important in this particular instance is I've taken a blog, I put it into this piece of software, and this piece of software generates a little video for me. So I'm happy to put some examples under this live if that's going to be helpful for you. But again, what I do is I take that written piece, put it into this program. It creates a lovely video. So it's got some stock photos and other footage in there that you can use. You can add a little bit of music. Then again, take this video, put it into Facebook, put it onto LinkedIn, but importantly, put it up onto your YouTube channel. So again, you've written one blog, but you've promoted it and repurposed it across various different channels. So for people that want to read the written word, great, but there's other people who either want to hear it or they actually want to watch a video on something. So that's another example of repurposing content. Another example is, say, a podcast. So I've recently started a podcast, which comes out every fortnight, and the way that I repurpose that content. So podcasts, as you know, are things that you listen to. So it's probably anywhere between, say, I don't know, 8 to 15 minute snippet of some social media information. So what I do is once I've uploaded that podcast into my podcasting software, it goes out, onto iTunes and other podcast platforms for people to listen to. But what I also do is I get that transcribed. So again, it's coming down to the written word. So I've got that podcast, I've transcribed it, and then I put it back onto my blog. I put it onto my website as another blog article. So I've taken a piece of created content that I've done and I've put it into another place, so I can then take that link. So I've created the podcast, I've transcribed it, I've put it onto my website as a blog. I then take that article or that blog article, and then I promote that across social media as well. So that link can go onto Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Again, it can go across to all of those channels. So if you think about, I guess, kind of those three examples, the written blog, which you then produce a video, then you create a simple video, upload it to YouTube and cross-promote the podcast, this Facebook Live. And the other little key to this that I didn't tell you about is once I've uploaded it into YouTube, I then take that video and again, put it onto my blog. So you then start to understand that my website becomes the center of my content system. It becomes the center of my content ecosystem. Everything that I produce, no matter what platform that content is produced on, I take it and I put it on my website because I want people to come to my website. I want them to view other content. I want them to see what else is happening. So what I'm doing is using my website to do that. But say I've got the Facebook Live here, upload to YouTube, put it on your blog. Create a podcast, put it on your blog. Upload something, upload something directly into Facebook. Find a way to put it on your blog. So what you're then doing is you're not having to create hours and hours of content. You're not having to create 50,000 different blogs. And in fact, I write one blog piece a week. I do a Facebook Live once every 1 to 2 weeks, and I do a podcast usually once a fortnight. That's not necessarily a lot of content to produce, but the value of that content is huge because I'm cross-promoting it all over the place. I'm taking it from one platform, I'm uploading it into another platform. I'm then taking that and putting it onto my website. So what you're then doing is you're opening up your reach. So if you've got someone that likes to come to your website, or if you've got someone that follows you on Facebook, make sure that everything you produce goes into Facebook. It also goes on to Twitter. You find a way to put it up onto Instagram. You have to make sure that when you're introducing that content or you're posting that content, you do it in a way that is in line with your brand. You do it in a way that is good for your community, that you do it in a way that is actually going to add value to your business. But don't think just because you write a blog post, that's the end of the story. That's a really important, that's I guess the important point that I want to make here is you produce a piece of content, you've got to tell people about it in whatever format that you can produce that in. So I just want to leave it there. So this is just a really, really quick one this morning. So I will be taking this Facebook Live, putting it up onto YouTube, and what I'll do is I'll put a link on this live to what it looks like on YouTube and also to what it looks like on my website, so you can see it as a blog as well. So hopefully that inspires you to repurpose content as well. I'd love to hear more about what you do. So if you do create a video, let me know how you've then repurposed that content so that you show it to a wider audience, and let me know how you go. Have a great weekend.